you can adjust yourself to the situation and you don't have to be rigid, and that you can simply say, I am moldable. Life can mold me. I will not let this important aspect of my life to slide. Hello and welcome to this video today. Today I'm going to talk about 3 simple steps you can take when you feel that you do not measure up. Have you ever had that feeling that you're doing the best you can and you just simply can't measure up? Or maybe you are already seeing yourself as someone who could just not measure up to the expectation you encounter in life. And you might be wondering how to combat these kind of situations. Number 1, when you are feeling that your abilities are not measuring up to what you think others are expecting of you, take a moment and be very realistic about this. Maybe even write a list and say, these are the things I can do, these are the things I'm able to do, and these are the things I am willing to do to achieve this goal or to do this task which is requested of me. It is no use to say, I cannot do this at all, if you full well know that the task might require you to take one step after another and it is a prolonged task. Let's say you are studying at school, or let's say you're working on a project, or maybe you are expecting a baby and going through pregnancy might not have been easy and you think, oh boy, how am I gonna get through this? Whatever your circumstance is, try to take an honest look of what you are dealing with now. What you will find is that in the present moment, most likely you only need to take one step forward. You might not need to worry and wonder about how down the track is from now, how you're going to perform. You only need to focus on what is happening to you now. Can you do what is required now? And if the answer is yes, I can take that one step, then do it. If the answer is maybe I can do it, but I need to find out, then go and find out and then do it. And if the answer is a definite no, then be honest and say, well, it is not for me. Maybe I can do something much more valuable and useful with my time, and I would love to do something which I can contribute to, but this is not something which, if I spend my time on, it will be a wise thing for me. Now, while I'm talking on this point, I have to also mention sometimes you just have to go for it. This is going to be my second point. Sometimes you are not given the opportunity to contemplate, is this thing truly for me? But you are finding yourself in a situation where back then you might have made a choice, and now you are at that stage of the process, at that stage of the situation, which is in an unfolding forward motion, and you are required to go with the flow. In that moment, have a look. If your energy and your focus is enough to complete this task at hand, or you are in a situation where you need to take a break, or where you need to ask for help, or where you need to educate yourself a little bit more, or maybe indeed you will need to drop out of this situation if the situation is allowing for you to do that. Either way, you need to be absolutely honest to say, am I energized in this moment to go on to the next step, to take that next step? Am I filling myself up with help, with support, with encouragement, with whatever you need? May that be, as I said, energy, go and rest, rejuvenate, whatever you need, so that you can take this step and go with the flow of the longevity of this process which is unfolding. And the third point is, are you judging yourself on your abilities and accomplishments? Are you judging yourself, criticizing, devaluing, not appreciating who you are, not respecting who you are, any of those things, simply because you are facing a challenge? Yes, is a challenge evoking in you a sense of lack, a sense that you cannot do this? Is it really true that you can't do this? Is it really true that you have to do this, but you are not capable of it? Is it true? I'm asking the third time. And if you say, yes, it is indeed true that I cannot follow this step, I cannot go any further in this situation, or I shouldn't go any further in this situation, then be very honest and say, this is the situation, I did the best I could, this is not practical anymore for me to follow this step. Then be honest with that and accept that your life is taking an another direction, not what you were assumed to go towards to. And be open to this direction. Say, you know what? It is what it is. I will do the best with what I have. I will be the most creative with what I find myself in. I will rejuvenate. I will choose wisely. I will make sure that I have the strength to do this step, whatever I am choosing to do. And I will not put myself down or allow other people to put me down just because I have not met my own or other people's expectation and how I planned or how I assumed things will unfold in my life. And be grateful that this is what's happening, that you can make a choice, that you can adjust yourself to the situation and you don't have to be rigid, and that you can simply say, I am moldable. Life can mold me. I am not someone who is so resistant to reality that I cannot be changed. I cannot be turned around and taken to a different direction. Instead, I am flexible, I am moldable where it matters, and I am firm in staying in peace. I am firm in staying with things which are commonsensical, logical, and practical for me. I will not sacrifice my inner peace, inner connectedness to life, the essence which makes me, for something which is not as valuable as my intuitive, insightful connection to peace and goodness. I hope this was useful to you, and I wish you guys a wonderful day. Bye for now.